Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all of you. Welcome to this workshop organized by the 10th anniversary team, and thank you for joining us. I'm Giulia from Italy, and I work with CADIS International at the headquarters in Rome. Before starting, I'd like to watch with you a presentation video of CADIS and of the contest. So let's see it together.
In 2015, the Chameleon Disaster Service International CADIS was officially established, building upon the legacy of the Chameleon Task Force. Over the past decade, CADIS has been at the forefront of humanitarian aid, bringing hope and resilience to communities affected by disasters worldwide. From the Philippines to Kenya, from Haiti to Italy, CADIS has embodied compassion and empowerment, transforming crises into opportunities for growth and unity. As we approach our 10th anniversary in December 2025, we invite you to be a part of this milestone celebration. CADIS International is launching a global contest to create the official logo, prayer, and hymn that will symbolize our journey and aspirations. Whether you're a designer, a writer, a musician, or someone inspired by our mission, this is your chance to contribute to a legacy of service and solidarity. Let your creativity reflect our theme, a decade of compassion and empowerment, from crisis response to building resilient communities. And our slogan, a decade of impact, a future of possibilities. Submit your original work and be part of our story. For more details, visit our official website or contact us at anniversary@cadisinternational.org. Together, let's celebrate a decade of making a difference and inspire the future of compassionate service.
Okay. You can find the video online in the CADIS YouTube channel. So the objective of this event is to give you a clear and detailed information regarding the contest that we have launched to celebrate the upcoming 10th anniversary of the foundation of CADIS International. The workshop is recorded and it will also be available in the YouTube channel later. In particular, as you may know, on December 1st, 2015, the CADIS International Foundation, already operating as CTF, Chameleon Task Force, was legally registered in Italy as a no-profit humanitarian and development organization of the Order of the Ministers of the Infirmed Chameleons. And next December 2025 marks the 10th anniversary of CADIS International. So, to this end, we are organizing a competition open to all the people interested to create the official logo, the lyrics of the hymn, and the text of the prayer for this anniversary, for this special occasion. Why did we decide to launch a public contest? It is surely the easiest way to feel close to us and to feel part of our mission and our activities. And participation is open to everyone, field workers, to volunteers, project beneficiaries, the whole charismatic chameleon family, sympathizers, and those who know CADIS for the first time also. Because this is the best opportunity to get to know us and to support us. The anniversary theme chosen for this special occasion is a decade of compassion and empowerment, from crisis response to building resilient communities. This theme reflects the values the vision and the mission of CADIS, which has been strengthened and adapted to the times over the years, as well as the slogan, a decade of impact, a future of possibility. As you may know, CADIS has intervention programs in disaster-prone countries such as India, Philippines, Thailand, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and also Italy, Poland. And so, going back to the contest, whether you are a designer, a writer, a musician, or someone inspired by our mission, this is a chance to contribute to a legacy of service and solidarity. During this time together today, we will present an overview of CADIS vision and mission. Then we will explore more details about the presentation of the logo and the song. And finally, we will have some time for your questions or comments, if any, giving you also practical information for the submissions. So, I pass the floor in Spain to Dr. Consuelo Santamaria Repiso, who has always been a fundamental part of CADIS International, who will introduce us more specifically to the CADIS world. The floor is yours, Consuelo. Thank you.
Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Well, we have prepared a presentation to share, sorry, a few key ideas that define CADIS. Our proposal for this workshop, as Julia said, is to develop a theme, a logo, and a prayer that must be based on some keywords that define CADIS, as Father Almar and Dr. Pretes will explain to you below. Let's take a quick look at the story, which begins with the generous dedication of the chameleon during the first disasters they experienced with the plague, in which many chameleons died while serving the most vulnerable. So, let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay. Where and how is CADIS conceived? We must remote to the 16th century and 17th centuries, when in Italy and Hungary experienced massive plagues, epidemics, and wars. And they need to give a response urgently. Hundreds of chameleons died while caring for people affected by the plague, and the chameleons plague to serve the sick even at the risk of their own lives. The new school of charity starts with San Camelos and caring for the sick like a mother caring for her only sick child. So they go to the meeting of the people who were suffering. And I think that CADIS start in that century. Is the first experiences that the chameleons live with people in danger because the plague. Today, the chameleons are committed to addressing human suffering in more than 35 countries across Europe, Africa, America, and Asia. San Camilo says that he should like to have a lot of arm, hundreds of arm and hands. And there are many arms and many hands with different styles into the chameleon. For example, the servant of the sick, the daughter of San Camillus, the International Lay Chameleon family, Chameleon Sisters, and the Istituto Scolare Missioneri degli Infermi Cristo Esperanza, and CADIS, of course. Eh? And we can ask ourselves, where is this Sims? In Bucanico in 1995, in the 54 general chapter of the chameleons, they see the need to respond to the social and health emergency of the modernity. And they start to think about an organization, a foundation, in order to respond all of these needs. In 2000, there were a general consultation and a commission tasked with studying and organizing a special team of lay and religious leaders willing to intervene in disaster situation. This was called Chameleon Task Force. Chameleon Task Force, CTF, intervened in 11 different countries addressing more than 20 disaster situations. At that time, CTF did not yet a legal profile, but the General Curia of the Order oversees CTS, CADIS. CTFs supported 30,000 families in isolated and poor areas. In 5 years, it mobilized about more or less 1,500 volunteers. So the start was incredible. And the chameleon, the first meeting of the Chameleon Task Force was in Thailand. 10 countries participate: India, Indonesia, Ireland, Italy, Kenya, Philippines, Spain, Thailand, Vietnam, and the States. And the strategies that will guide the CTS priority in the following 6 years, from 2014 till 2020, were developed. And we together, we work. I remember the first meeting in Thailand, and with Father Aris and Father Tony and Biju and many, no, Father Matthew, and we work about the vision, mission, values, and the core resource, and above all, the internal process that will guide the CTF's global network. We work about the vision, the mission, and the values. The values. Respect for human dignity. It's interesting to see and to realize of these values, because in the process, as Father Almar and Pretes and Dr. Pretes explained to you, from one key that was very important for CADIS, we can develop the aim, the prayer, and even the logo. Respect for human dignity, compassion, integrity, diversity, inclusion, justice, impartiality, and solidarity, and competence and responsibility, active listening, collaboration and teamwork, learning, creativity, and excellence, transparency, courage, and testimony, and learning, creativity, and excellence, among many more. And when was CADIS born? We can ask, no? When? In May 2015, the strategic plan was presented to the general consultation with the superiors of the order in Warsaw. The same year, the consultation approved the proposal to create a foundation to promote initiatives related to disaster response, which has now been named CADIS, Chameleon Disaster International Service. So, from CTFs, we are now in CADIS, Chameleon Disaster Service International. And CADIS intervened from in these 10 years in a lot of countries, and for example in Nepal, in collaboration with Caritas Nepal for the recovery of the country. Also in Sierra Leone, with medical relief camps in India, that was a very nice work, intervening six districts, because the floods of September in many places in India destroy a lot of houses, and had a lot of people in a poor situation. In Nepal, river overflows and 514 deaths. The 32% was in extreme poverty, and there were CADIS intervened in 6 districts with medical support in 6 districts and 28 medical camps. In Nepal was a very nice work in 2016 with intervening the terrible earthquake, with formation and rancher groups to train and support farmers and ranchers. In the Philippines too, with the floods, with the agroforestry restoration and protection programs. In the hurricane Matthews in Haiti, in collaboration, they working with collaboration with CADIS USA. With formation of agricultural cooperatives, construction of training center, strengthening the local market, and so on. CADIS also intervenes in Peru, Turkey, Syria, Tanzania, Burkina Faso, among other countries, many countries, and intervene with one objective, to follow the words of Jesus in the gospel. Go ye into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And also CADIS, as we are seeing, follows the evangelical mandate to go throughout the world. For CADIS, there are no borders. There is only service to the poorest, to those who suffer. And this is the most important spirit of CADIS. And following not even the Jesus' words, but the words of San Camillus, put more heart into your hands, is the style of service to the poor, with tenderness, with love, with care. So putting our heart in our hands. And well, following San Camillus' command to put more heart into the hands, from this perspective, the prayer, the logo, and the hymn must be filled with this spirit of San Camillus. Thank you very much. And now Father Almar explain to you about some keys in order to build the hymn. Oh, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Consuelo. Thank you very much for the interesting presentation. I'm just stepping in before Father Almar because we were thinking that before going to the earth of the contest, we would like to briefly know each other. So I asked the participants if they want to introduce themselves, your name and where are you from. Maybe we already know most of them, but who wants to start by introducing?
Hello, I am Father Sibi from India. I'm working as a national CTF coordinator in India. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Agnes. I'm a coordinator in program to Ukrainian refugees in Poland, supported by Tutsuchi organization. And we have been operating for 3 years now. And actually, we've got over 40 people on our board, mainly women and children, who found a shelter in our house in Buraków, in near Warsaw. Actually, we delivered them shelter and food and actually whatever they need, and actually and of course social and psychological support just to survive the crisis of the war on Ukrainian. We are together with Father Roman. We are operating, as I said, for 3 years now. So we are very happy to serve the help and hope for this family who had to transfer their lives coming from Ukraine to a total new country and start from the beginning. But they are finding they find it themselves very nicely, I would say, because they are nowadays they can live on their own. We are just nowadays we are supporting them to find a job and in some small problems to help them to solve them in real life in Poland. So thank you very much.
Thank you. Someone else who wants to introduce?
Hello guys. I'm Father Matthew. I live in Spain, Barcelona, in a Canadian community here. I'm part of the CADIS Spain with Consuelo. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon and good evening. This is Father Aris Miranda. I'm a Filipino and currently the director of CADIS International.
I'm Dr. Linda Posadas. I come from the Philippines, like Father Aris. Actually, my organization is the Visayas Primary Healthcare Services Incorporated. We collaborated with CADIS the past 2 years. Our project ended last April, but we're still, of course, continuing the project ourselves with the 4 people's organizations that we have organized. We are working on community-based disaster management program, primary healthcare, and food security in 4 very poor urban areas here in Cebu City. So we just like to extend our gratitude for CADIS for supporting us this project. And we have indeed reaped so much success, and we are going to continue with our project even without the support of CADIS. Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Dr. Pritesh from India. We are actually from St. John's Medical College, and we are a partner of CADIS.
Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Doriana. I am a part of Missione Calcutta organization. We are based in Italy, but one of the most important areas for us is India. We're currently working in Ukraine, Kenya, and Italy as well. And we are partners of CADIS International and CTF India. Thank you.
Thank you, Doriana. Mark?
Hello, my name is Mark Simbit. I'm a nurse by profession as well as a musician and choral conductor here in the Philippines. Nice to meet you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you, Consuelo, for the introduction and the presentation. And Father Almar, the floor is yours.
Yes, good afternoon in the Philippines, good evening, and good morning in other places. So I did not prepare a slideshow, but what I will say now is a short structures or explanations of the anthem that we are going to do for this competition. Now that now we've already reflected the CADIS mission and celebrated a decade of impact, no, a future of possibilities, and that is our slogan, different from our theme that Juliana mentioned before. We move towards something creativity and unifying right now. So our CADIS anthem, CADIS hymn. So an anthem or an hymn is more than just a song, no? More than just a song. It's the heartbreak of a mission. We've heard from the explanation of Consuelo, history of the CADIS International. So what we are going to do now, Anthem, is more than just a song. It is the heartbeat of a mission. So a musical expression of our identity, musical expression of our vision. So the purpose, first, the purpose of the hymn, the purpose of the anthem, the goal is to compose a hymn that captures, no, that captures a vision and mission as CADIS. That's the first, no? Caption the vision and mission of the CADIS. And the spirit of the slogan later on we will give to you, especially for those who are participating in making a hymn or an anthem, logo, etc. So the spirit of the slogan, our slogan is a decade of impact, a future of possibilities, no? And also the goal is to create a heart of who we are as faith-driven humanitarian family, no? Think of it as a prayer in motion, no, brothers and sisters, as a prayer in motion, something that can be sung in gatherings, no? Something that can be sung in gatherings, celebration, and moments of sending forth. So your work, our work, is something that will bring us to motion, a prayerful motion. We can use this hymn, anthem in gatherings, celebrations, and even on our celebration on December, on our 10th year anniversary. So that's the purpose of the hymn. That's the first. Second, simple structure of the hymn. So we'll use a simple and familiar structure that gives room for both storytelling and emotional build-up. So as what we used to hear to work, for example, in the song, verse, verse, and final chorus. Something like that. No? Verse, then chorus, second verse, then chorus, third verse, and then final chorus. It's up to you until what verse, what uh, verses, because we all know that the verses will tell the story. where we came from, like that, what we've done, who we serve, and that is the focal point or the focus is about the CADIS. And the chorus is about the soul, no soul, a repeated message that inspires and unites. And yung that is the composition, the need of the verses and the chorus of our anthem or of our hymn. So optional suggestion, this is my optional suggestion only. The verse can be slower or reflective, and the chorus more uplifting and strong. So to mirror our journey from compassion to commitment. So that is the simple structure of our hymn. Clear? Okay. Next, the third point is about the tone and the style possibilities. No? So it is also good that we see the possible tones, no? For example, hopeful. It's included in the hymn for sure. Hopeful, expressing our faith and trust in God and humanity. Second is calm and reflective, acknowledging the structures we serve. And lastly is the energetic and uplifting. So that is the tone and style for our anthem, celebrating action, healing, and renewal. And let you participants briefly name the tone that you feel is most fitting. Build consensus or note variation as richness, especially for the musicians. They know that on how to make this anthem or hymn more hopeful and calm, reflective, and energetic and uplifting. That's the third tone and style of our hymn. And fourth, about the techniques to start the writing. So, so to begin writing, we'll use some simple, tried and tested creative steps. So start with keywords. Let's refer back to the keyword or images we discussed earlier about the healing, about resiliency, solidarity, mercy, hope, action, faith, etc. No? So that is our start. That is our beginning. Also, coming from the slogan o tawag dito, inspired by the slogan and the theme of the CADIS 10th year anniversary. So focus on the rhyme, the rhythm, and the clarity also. Don't worry too much about making it perfect now. I know, just aim for honest, no, for meaningful lines that flow. So that is our goal. So that's the fourth elements of our duties in composing the anthem or the hymn based on the theme and the slogan of our competition. So first, again, the purpose of the anthem. The second is the structure of the hymn, simple structure of the hymn, verse, chorus, verse, and final chorus, something like that. Also the tone and style, that possibilities that we can adapt included hopeful, calm and reflective, energetic and uplifting. And lastly, the techniques to start writing. Start with your keywords. Included there is the resiliency, solidarity, healing, mercy, hope, faith, and actions. So that's the four elements. Later, I will give a copy to you so that especially to those who will join in making the anthem or the hymn. So do you have any questions regarding to our structure of the hymns or the anthem? especially for the participants, those who will join for the contests. Anyway, if you don't have now questions, you
Thank you,
can
Father
ask.
Almar. It is really well explained.
Thank you, Father CB. And later on, you can ask us, especially Delia, you can ask us about this. And now, once we have words, we can play with melodies and arrangement later. And to complement the anthem visually, we now move to something just as powerful, no? The symbol that people will see after the hymn, after the logo. What we can do now after this, after the hymn, after the anthem, we can proceed now to the logo. No, logo. And let us welcome Pritesh, or Dr. Pritesh, Professor of St. John University College in India and collaborator of CADIS International, who will give us in designing a visual identity that embodies our mission. Welcome, Dr. Pritesh. Thank you.
You are muted, Pratesh.
So, thank you, Father Alma. Can I request actually Julia to, yeah, right. So we are looking at actually the logo, for the 10th anniversary of CADIS, and we would actually like to look at the most ideal logo for this particular event. Next slide, please. So the current logo actually looks at this bit. Next slide. The relevance in terms of what CADIS has done has been set by Dr. Consolo in terms of the various relief missions by CADIS. So we can actually look at the details in terms of this website. But what is important is that we need a logo which will reflect in terms of what CADIS does. So the deadline is 29th of June 2025. Next slide. The logo should contain these bits. The slogan is common for most bits, but the theme as such should fulfill what is there for the CADIS 10th anniversary. Next slide. So the logo should actually fulfill the following characteristics. Next slide. It should be original as such. So in terms of AI generated events as such, we should be quite careful in terms of what can be generated for a logo as such, and it should be relevant to the the aspect of the CADIS logo as such. Next slide. It should not infringe on any kind of copyrights as such. So in the process of using AI, there is a chance that there are quite a few uh, copyright bits that can be infringed. So it's important that participants should not infringe on any of these kind of uh, of copyrights or I mean bits that are infringed in terms of IPR. Next slide. It should be suitable for any kind of media. So what is important is that people should be able to actually reproduce this logo in terms of either manually or in terms of I mean through media as such. They should be able to actually reproduce this logo quite well. Next slide. It should be actually reproducible in terms of the quality of the logo. So in terms of the size, the format, the I mean type of print, when we actually try and redo the logo, it should be quite effective in terms of how it is actually reproduced. Next slide. And also the most important bit is that it should actually have the component of the bit of 2015 to 25 a decade with CADIS. So the overall aspect of the mission and vision of the 10-year bit of CADIS should be reproduced in this particular logo. Next slide. So there are a couple of I mean resources where you can actually look at designing this logo. So there's a site called Canva where you can actually I mean log in, and there should be a possibility of designing a good logo as such for either this competition or for I mean either in terms of designing for the 10-year uh, uh, for the 10-year anniversary as such. Also Adobe and logo.com should be able to actually help design this logo. So what is important is, I think we should be innovative. It's important to design our own logos. Don't rely on any kind of AI as such for the logos. So try and see if you can think of your own ideas for the logo designing. It can be based on the kind of work that CADIS has done in the past 10 years. So all the best for the logo and for the prayer in the hymn. Next slide. All the best. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratesh. Thank you. And as you mentioned in the website, you can find the extended guidelines for the logo, the hymn, and the prayer. What we suggest is to be creative, to feel the mission, the vision, the theme of CADIS. And maybe the guidelines can seem very strict, but just use your creativity. First of all, I'd like to thank again Consuelo, Father Almar, and Pratesh for facilitating the workshop with me. I hope it clarified the procedure or solicited your participation. Because now you don't have any excuses, so we will wait for your entries. But before proceeding with the closing remarks and the questions, I'd like to pass the floor to Father Aris Miranda, that is here with us, the director, as you know, of CADIS International, with decades of experience in the field. and the beating heart of the foundation. So the floor is your father.
Okay, thank you. Good morning once again. Thank you for the committee who organized these brief workshops on how to make the hymn, the logo, and the prayer. Just only one thing that I would like to give emphasis is that any contributions that you will do will not be only benefit CADIS as an organization, but more than that, it will benefit the real subject of our mission, the vulnerable communities, the poor people who are affected by disasters. Because through the prayer, the logo, and the hymn, which will be published soon, once we have already the final, the winner of this logo or this activity, once it will be published, it will become already a kind of an inspirations. It will inspire more other actors in the field. So not only CADIS or not only chameleons, but others too. So come to think of that what you're doing is you are actually evangelizing others also to get involved into this work, because as we all know, climate disasters is already in our situations. And even rich nations who have the capacity, to prevent and protect themselves, they themselves are today are in need also of our help. So you could just imagine the immensity of the impact of the disasters that is happening nowadays. Now, we're not just only talking here of natural disasters, but come to think also of the man-made disasters like the wars. So this is something that we have been seeing in the world today. Now, these are all big disasters, calamities. What we can do as a small organization? Well, it doesn't have to be a big organization in order to do something. But whatever the little that we contribute would already matter so much for these people, to let them feel that there are those who listen and who are accompanying them in this situations of crisis and difficulties. So come to think of that the logo that you are making, the hymn that you are composing, and the prayer that you are composing will be a great sign of inspiration for others to get involved into the field. So thank you so much for your participation.
Thank you, Father. Thank you. So just to summarize and recap, before the question and answer time, I will share with you some practical information. Okay, so the deadline is to submit your entry is June 29 of this year. You can submit your entry or entries to the email address anniversary@cadisinternational.org. You can participate in one or more sections, so you can send us one or more entries. I remind you that the contest, of course, is open for the logo, the song, lyrics, plus music arrangement, if you wish, if you are able to, and prayer. You can participate individually or in a group. Why not? It is up to you. You can even challenge your friends or family, or just invite them by sharing the guidelines or this workshop once it will be online, most probably this afternoon already. You don't have to be a professional writer or singer or designer, as we said. Just use your creativity and inspiration. You can use any kind of tools, as Pratesh mentioned. Any kind of tools you feel comfortable with, or take inspiration from wherever. of course, the important thing is that the entry is original and authentic. Do you think that the time is short until June 29? I don't know. There are still 2 weeks and a half, so of course you can do it. The commission team, divided into 3 groups, will evaluate the entries after the deadline, and the winners will be contacted once the commission decides, and they will be officially announced in December during the CADIS conference in Rome. The most interesting question, maybe, is there a prize for the winners? Who knows? We are work in progress, let's say. Would you like to have a prize? And so this is a short recap. Of course, you can find all the information in the website. You can contact us through the email anniversary@cadisinternational.org. If you want to be included in a WhatsApp group, we can create it to facilitate your submission and any kind of question you will have. So you can send us your number through the email. We are always here for you and available to help you and to facilitate your participation. So now, if you have any questions or doubts, feel free to ask. But as I said, we are always available by email or by direct contact.
Yes. So Julia, I have an addition for my to my But before that, I forgot to introduce myself pala. I'm Father Alma Roman, Camillian Religious Priest in the Philippines. So I'm hospital chaplain and a member of the Camillian Task Force in the Philippines, where I am also part of this core group. So in addition to my presentation in making an anthem or an hymn, so for the hymn or anthem, you may include chords, so notation, sheet music, and even a video, no? As long as it is presented clearly. And then you can send that work to all of us, especially there in the email. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Arma, for clarification. So I really hope you will join this opportunity to be with us and to be with CADIS, and we can't wait to see your entries. Thank you for joining. Don't forget to invite your friends and share information of the contest. I invite you again to follow the website and our social media to keep updated. So thank you very much. Thank you for the facilitators, anniversary team, and
Thank you.